everyone see me? Apparently it's saying I have to.
Is why we're here.
Okay, so we are live. Hi everyone. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but if you can hear me, please put a chat below so that we can see. Okay. As much as I would have loved this chat session or this talk session to be on landscape, apparently it's not working on this particular phone. I don't know why. Okay, so good evening everyone. If this is the first time of watching me, my name is Vivian Okiche, lead consultant here at Grey Gold Investment. So you are watching me from the comfort of my home, and yes, we are transmitting live. Oh, thank you so much. Mr. God is good. Thank you so much for coming online. Thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna dive right into the business of today because I have a scheduled talk session with some MDs, three apparently, but one of them called me and said he may not be available to do the live. He's having one issue or the other. Hello, Messi. Thank you for coming online. Okay, so we're gonna just dive into the topic of today, and the topic is the pros and cons of investing within the Lekki axis of Lagos. Okay, so over the course of a few years back, a lot of clients, wow, okay, so we're in Nigeria, that happens, but to turn up almost immediately. Yes, so thank you. If you notice that, then that's the full evidence that we are in Nigeria. All right, so yes, thank you so much. Hello, Mr. Mark, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming online. Okay, so let's dive in right away because we don't want to take too much time on this. The maximum time we should spend on this is an hour 20 minutes. That's the maximum. It's actually for 1 hour, but we'll just take it a bit of time more to answer questions and answers and stuff like that. Okay, so pros and cons of investing in Lekki axis of Lagos. As we all know, a lot of people who invested in Lekki phase 1 today, most of them started from either Surulere, Ikeja, Magodo, the core areas in Ikeja or the core areas on the mainland. Okay, a few of us were born here. Yes, I was born in Ikoyi General Hospital. Okay, then my dad was living in what's it called now, somewhere around Olu Holloway in Ikoyi then. Okay, so we were working with the bank and all that, so he was well to do sort of, but then again, a lot of us who have houses here were not living in the island as at say 1992, 1991. Okay, so I remember then my mom used to tell my dad, oh, I have some people, they want to sell a land, they have land in somewhere called Maroko in quotes, now Lekki phase 1. Okay, and my dad invested. Okay, along the line, my mom has always been somebody who likes real estate. Okay, she loves real estate so much, but my dad wasn't someone who really likes real estate, so it was my mom that usually tell him, oh, there's a property here, there's a property there. So as at that time, my mom and her friends used to talk about properties in somewhere called Agungi. It sounded really weird to my dad's ears, and he'd be like, oh, the Lekki phase 1 that you even dragged me to is not enough for you, and he didn't really listen much to her, so that was just it. He invested in a few properties here and he didn't go further because everybody mustn't be a visionary. Everybody mustn't have that foresight in real estate, but if you're lucky to have the foresight in real estate, those are the people I want to talk to today. on this life. So if you have the foresight in real estate, please chat on this chat session and say, yes, I have the foresight. Or if you don't have the foresight, say you are ready to have the foresight. Yes, I want it to be a very interactive session today. All right. So like I said, the advent of the Morocco axis, the whole of Lekki in totality was people living on top water, really. Okay, they were just people living on top water using canoe and all that. So the government came, relocated them, and there was this family that was selling Lekki Phase 1 at that time. Okay, so they were selling to different estates. People started buying and getting expansion. Yes, you have foresight, Mr. Man. Evident. People started buying the properties and all that. But at that time, not much people could understand the reason why they would buy a property in Lekki, because then the road expansion in Lekki wasn't as wide as this. It was just one lane, one very scary lane all the way to Ekpe. Yes, I remember then I had an uncle who was working with the Chevron company, and anytime he says we should come and visit him, he was living in Agongi as at that time. We go to his house and we pass a lot of bushes. I would be like, where are we going to? This man doesn't want to kill us or something. We're so scared going to my uncle's house then, And by then I'm talking about 1995, 1996. It was really scared going to Agongi, If my uncle says, come and see me, we'll be like, no, we don't want to come and see this particular man. No. We don't like the direction to his house. It's very scary. But, I tell you for sure that my uncle, who took advantage of every property opening, investment opening, he's a billionaire now. Like, he's very popular. I don't want to mention his name, okay, for confidentiality reasons, but he is in money. Like, he literally bought almost the whole land in Agongi. So if he's very popular. If you know. Yeah, so that's the advent of how Lekki started, and how a lot of people did not key into that vision as at then. Okay, so let's move down to the Lekki, the Awoyaya to Lekki Ekpe axis. Okay, even at today, a lot of people do not understand why they should invest in Ekpe. I still tell people, I said, oh, we have parties in Ekpe. They're like, why should I go to Ekpe? Why should I go to Dangote refinery area? Why should I invest in a Lekki axis of Lagos? Okay, you just want to stop in Lekki. Now, guess what? Lekki Phase 1, as at 1992, was selling a plot of land for 100,000 naira. Did you get that? No, you did not. I'll say it again. In 1992, Lekki Phase 1 was selling a plot of land for 100,000 naira. And then they were selling the size they were selling was 1,000 square meters. 1,000 square meters for 100,000 naira. That is in 1992. Now, Lekki Phase 1 today is selling 1,000 square meters for 500 million naira. Now let us do the calculation. If in Lekki Phase 1, then the person who bought for oh my God, I know you are a lot of you are wondering, like, is it possible? Yes, it is possible, because my father bought for that price then in 1992 for 100,000 naira. Okay, so if you think about the value of 100,000 naira then in Lekki Phase 1, it was still somewhatly available and affordable for a lot of Nigerians, a lot of mainlanders, people who lived on the mainland. But not much people understood why they should invest that money in Lekki Phase 1. It took only people who had foresight, or people who were lucky to have people who had foresight around them to invest. All right. Now, we still get a lot of clients who tell us, oh, Vivian, I like your video, really nice, but I don't want to invest in Ekpe. Why should I invest in Ekpe? Why should I buy a land for 10 million in Ekpe? And my question is, you're buying a land for 10 million today. In the next decade, that is in 10 years. Now, I'm projecting 10 years because of the, of course, the industrialization, the road expansion, the multiple footfalls that will be going towards that route. So Lagos is expanding. All right, Lagos is expanding. Take for instance, in Ikoyi, you hardly see residents in Ikoyi. Ikoyi is full of offices, all right? It's highly industrialized. So a lot of people who want to live in a forward or inwards Lekki. Now Lekki is becoming commercialized. They are moving inwards Agungi. Now Agungi is becoming over commercialized. They are moving towards Soya. And that is how the shift in property market works. You keep moving. They keep moving, right? Now, there's a saying in real estate. They say, find out where the people are going and get there first. Now, that saying has helped me and a lot of my investors who invest with Vivian Okiche. That saying has helped a lot of families. Where are people moving to? Where are people going to? You need to know that. So there are two ways to it. It's either you are the investor or the realtor. Now, if you're not the realtor, let a realtor like myself bring this information to you. And what do? You grab it when the time is right. All right? So let's talk about the advent of industrialization and how everything happened, all the magic, let me use that word, happened here in the Lekki axis of Lagos. Remember I said then in 1995, thereabout, you know, we didn't really understand what the island was all about, okay? What the old islanders were all about. When you come to Lekki then, it's only one road. But today, there are, how many lanes? 6 lanes, yes. So 3 here, 3 here. From Ozumbamba the way down to Chevron and further down to Soya. So Soya is also, yeah, there's 4 lanes. So that's where the 6 lanes ends. Then 4 lanes down to Ekpe. No, to what's it called? Eleko. Then Eleko down to Ekpe. Now, if it took us 2 decades to get here, that is because Nigeria is getting somewhat, let me use the word better. The development, okay, the improvement is slow, but it's gonna happen. Now, I hear a lot of people say, what's it called now? This coastal road. A lot of investors are tired. I'm sure you are tired of hearing that coastal road. Even me, man, I'm even tired. Coastal road. A lot of people keep asking, when will they start this coastal road? A lot of people keep asking because they feel like, oh, is it ever going to happen? My answer to that question is yes, it is going to happen. Nobody believed that Dangote would be at Ekpe now. Nobody believed it. A lot of people were actually thinking, oh, because he's from the north, he might want to, to have something in Kaduna. Well, no, he's here in Lagos. You should ask yourself, why is he in Lagos? He's in Lagos because Lagos is the fastest growing city in Nigeria, whether you like it or yes. So, industrialization is coming really fast here in Lagos, Nigeria, all right? There's a lot of industrialization coming here, and I think as a smart investor you should just think about it and take advantage of it. So the Lekki Coastal Road has been proposed for a long time, and yes, it is going to be commissioned soon, really soon, sooner than you even know it. All right, so I'm taking it step by step so that we'll understand the pros and cons of investing around the Lekki axis of Lagos. All right. So, industrialization. So, the Dangote refinery. 22nd of March, Dangote fertilizer plant was launched. I was on site that day. You need to see the inflow of cars that plied this route, this Lekki axis route. I started asking myself, 10 years ago, would I be able to see this kind of car here? I'll say no. Will we see the kind of footfall here? I'll say no. But the kind of footfalls that were on this route, I was really amazed. Even though the President Muhammadu Buhari, His Excellency, flew by, chopper down to the refinery, but his fleet of convoy, they plied this road. They will not carry the car on their head and run away now. They plied this road. So because they want to ply this road in the next few years, they will keep making it better. They don't have a choice. Okay, politics here, as you know it in Nigeria, they make decisions that will favor them. Okay, I make bold to say that, yes. But guess what? We are the people. So wherever they are going to, also follow them. Yes, I'd like to end that discussion there like that. Okay, so Dangote Refinery is there, Lafarge is there, Delaro City is there, a lot of industrialized locations all around Ekpe. Okay, then the toll gate from the one in VI, the one in Chevron, and the one in Ekpe, everything industrialization is going on well here. I mean, look at Coscharis. Coscharis, I was discussing with a client. If you know where Coscharis is, please stay on the chat room and say yes, I know where it is. So Coscharis is an automobile company, and they have their head office in Awoyaya, right? They have their head office in Awoyaya. I remember a client telling me that he knows Coscharis very well. That before Coscharis got there, Coscharis bought that land for 150,000 naira. A client that I took for inspection, so we were having a conversation, and he said Coscharis bought that land for 150,000 naira. And I'm like, if Coscharis could buy this land for 150,000 naira, and I think he also said Coscharis even killed a cow for the community. I'm like, oh, he bought 150,000 naira, and he bought lots of acres of properties around that area, and he's even selling it small, cashing out and making money. Like, guys, if you're not investing in real estate, what are you investing? The stock market is crashing every day. Crypto not working in Nigeria as much as it should. Nigeria is the right property market to invest your money in. Believe it or you believe it. All right, so how many people would say to themselves, I have invested in Nigeria and I have regretted it? I don't think much people will say that. I don't think much people will say that, okay? And guess what? Lekki Ekpe Expressway down to Ekpe, down to Ibeju Lekki have estimated 40,000 footfalls per day. Do you know what 40,000 footfalls will do to your investment? Okay, it will increase your ROI, whether you like it or not. That means people are coming to that axis every time. People are going through that axis every time. People are going to open businesses. People are going to invest in your own land, so to say, or your house. Okay, people who need where to live. So either they are living in their own house or they're living in a house they built on the land they bought from you, my smart investor, if you know what I mean. So the industrialization is opening way to massive footfalls per day. That is massive. All right. Increase in business around that axis. More schools, more churches are going there. I mean, look at Chrisland. Chrisland used to be in Ikeja, okay? My sisters went to Chrisland, okay, at some point in their life, okay? They went to Chrisland and they were, Pebi. Now their main school or main campus or whatever the case may be is in Lekki phase 1. I'm like, Chrisland, you left mainland to Lekki, and I'm like, what's going on for a school that is that big? Now look at Corona Primary School. Corona is in Abidjan, and these are top schools in Lagos. Corona used to be somewhere on the mainland as far back 1999, and they moved to Abidjan. They moved to Abidjan earlier than a lot of us investing there now. Okay, so what am I saying? Schools are going there, churches are going there, industries are going there, the people are going there. So let us get there first before they get there. Okay, so having said that, I'd like to talk about 2 particular estates. Okay, it's supposed to be 3, but I feel like if I talk about the 3rd one and I don't get through to the MD to give us more light on his property, I feel like there'll be some discrepancy there. But let's just talk about the 2 that I have in mind. Okay, Lagoon Front Estate. When you think of Lagoon Front Estate, I'm sure a lot of you have been seeing the adverts everywhere. I mean, it's overwhelming. When you click Lagoon Front Estate, I'm sure 1 million realtors will pop up on YouTube. Anyway, that estate, for me, for 2022, it's still my bestseller. Yes, it's still my bestseller for 2022, whether you like it or not. Even though 2022 just started, it's still my bestseller yet for now. My second bestseller is Royal Niche that we just launched. Then my third bestseller is Itunu Residential. My fourth bestseller is City View Lekki. But we're not going to be talking about Itunu Residential and City View for now. What we're going to be talking about is Lagoon Front Estate. As you guys know, Lagoon Front Estate is an estate that is sitting on the Lagos Ekpe Lagoon front. Okay, when we started selling that estate, we started selling for 3 million naira, 300 square meter, 500 square meter, 5 million naira. In less than 6 months, the same estate, 300 square meter, is selling for 6 million naira. 500 square meter is selling for 10 million naira, and the commercial plot is now selling for 15 million naira. And there's a price increase a lot on it. But guess what? A lot of Nigerians at home and in the diaspora did not key into it when it was selling for the affordable price, for the pre-launch price. I had someone who told me, said, Vivian, that place will not appreciate. I don't think I want to invest there. Today, when I mean today, he bought 500 square meter for 10 million. Asked me why. He called me and said, Vivian, my friend in the office, my colleague, just bought 6 plots of Lagoon Front Estate. Yes, for 10 million naira each. My question is, why shouldn't I buy? And I regret not buying at 5 million. Now I am spending extra 5 million to buy it. I told him, sir, this property you are buying for 10 million naira today, in the next future, you will sell for 100 million naira. And he said, Vivian, now I believe you. He bought 1 plot. But his colleague in the office bought 6 plots at 10 million naira. If that is 60 million naira. Why? Because he has seen the projection. He has understood the projection. The price increase is set to kick off on the 1st of April. I don't want to say much. I want the MD to come online and say a lot of things by himself. Let's move to the second estate, Royal Niche Estate. Newly launched by us. The property has been on the market since January, but it took me 2 months to do my search. And I'm sure a lot of us are asking, why did it take Vivian so long to do search? It took me so long because I wanted to get a concrete report from an outsider before marketing this property. I didn't want a property that will come and give our clients problem tomorrow. No, I needed guarantee. I needed more information. I needed to research more on this property. And we didn't just research on the property, we even researched the MD himself. We did our study on him, but he didn't know. Yes. So we needed to give you something really concrete. I don't want to say much on this, but I'd like to put the MD on phone. So this is my second line. I'm going to call him. So I'd already given them an update, a heads up that I will have a talk session with them on phone. Okay, so let us call the MD of Royal Niche now. And it's going to be on speaker. It's going to be on speaker now. So if you're here and you're still listening to us, can you say hello on the chat room? All right. Hello, sir.
Good evening, good day, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you, sir. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good.
So sorry for calling you this late. The reason why we chose this particular time is because of a lot of our clients in the diaspora. Some of our clients are here in Nigeria, are also in the chat room. They're listening to you. So yeah, Mr. Dio, thank you for coming on our YouTube live. Before now, we've been discussing your estate. Yes. So, God is good. Thank you for listening. So before now, Mr. Dio, we've been discussing your estate, but I didn't want to say much about your product, Royal Niche Estate. I mean, if you ask me, if I was a client, okay, would I listen to Vivian or would I listen to the MD of the company? Yes, you would want to listen to me because I brought it to your no, but the MD himself should be in a better position to tell us more about this estate. Okay, because I have a few questions that I have written down. Okay, questions that my clients have given me to ask you. So please, sir, can you tell us a brief of this estate, Royal Niche? Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Okay, so good evening, everybody. I just got home 3 minutes ago.
Wow.
I spent all my day today at the Royal Niche. The Royal Niche is a very fantastic estate. And,
Sir, you mean you are coming from site?
yes, no.
Today there is Sunday.
Well, the
Wow.
passion is so much. My love for this estate is so much.
Wow.
The kind of passion I have, with the kind of dream and vision that we have, that we need to give that to within the Royal Niche.
Yeah.
Will not make us to just sit down. And I'm sure by the time you go there, maybe from tomorrow or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm sure you yourself, you will be mammoth. You open your mouth, and I'm sure you will be able to close it. So the Royal Niche is conceived with the idea of a masterpiece which we are trying to create within the Lekki address.
Okay.
If we have anybody that has anything to do with Nigeria and with Lagos in particular, and you don't have an investment in Lekki, I beg of you, I'm begging you. Let me beg you now. Let me beg you now. I won't beg you again, but allow me to beg you now. Please and please gather all your investment together, put it together, let us invest in Lekki. The kind of opportunity, the kind of investment opportunity that will be coming up in Lekki, it's mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. Now, the thing I used to say is, in Lekki, you are going to be having a combination of worry of Port Harcourt, where you have a refinery. Now, you're going to be having a combination of Abuja or Ikeja, where you have the international airport. So just imagine you have a refinery somewhere, you have an international airport somewhere, you have another likes of Apapa somewhere, which is the Lekki Deep Sea Port. You don't have Alaro City somewhere. So we just thought about it that, okay, within this environment, we don't just want to create a clumsy estate. We want an estate that is well defined, that is self-sufficient. All those things that you can find within an estate. Is it a school? Is it a shopping mall? Is it fantastic living area? That is what we are creating within the Royal Niche. The Royal Niche is self-service estate. It's self-sufficient estate. And that is what we are creating within Royal Niche, which is in Lekki, Lagos.
Okay. From what I know, it is a serviced estate, right?
Yes.
Okay, so are we going to have, because some people are going to live there, and I know the company has planned to build houses there too, to sell.
Yes.
So
Yes,
when my clients build their own house, are they connected to your electricity, or they will service themselves, or will it be only the houses you build that will be serviced? So my clients can.
Okay. Continue.
Okay, so my clients, can they buy their own generator? Because I know a lot of my clients don't like stress at all. So they want to be sure that you are providing a 24 hours power supply, a 24 hours security, 24 hours clean, stable water, green areas. They don't like stress, because most of them are abroad and they're not used to the stressful life. So what are you going to be servicing them with? Then let us know.
Okay, so within the royal niche, we'll be having 24 hours electricity within the estate.
Okay.
Now, this does not stop them from having their own alternative means of generating power.
Okay, good.
These are their generator, their solar panel. So they have opportunity to generate their own power, even though we'll still be having the prepaid
meter
plan of generating electricity.
Okay, good.
Then also for the central water system, looking at the peculiarity of that area, it will be obviously helpful for us to have general water, even though they themselves can still have their water treatment and stuff around that within their own premises.
Okay.
So the green areas too obviously will be there. Shopping malls will be there. Educational, recreational centers.
Okay, good.
Centers,
I like that.
Gyms and all those stuff will be there.
Okay.
So like we used to say, so we're going to look at the place that, okay, within this estate you might not really need to go out to go and look for anything. We're even sure that a lot of other outside residents will be jealous of the people that are living within the royal.
Yes, because it's going to be a live, work, and play environment.
I'm telling you, my sister,
Okay,
it's
good.
going to be a live, work, and play estate.
Okay,
Very self-sufficient estate.
Okay, fantastic. So that moves us to the next question. So, Mr. Dayo, I'm aware that you're a lawyer, you're a seasoned professional legal practitioner. All right?
Yes, I'm proud to say that.
Yes, and that leads us to the next question, because I know as you being a lawyer and being grounded in everything documentation, I need you to shed more light on the documentation that is covering royal niche, because a few of my clients who have made payment, they ask that question and they keyed in because of the kind of credibility they know me with in the realtor sector of Lagos. All right, and that is not enough for them to buy from me. That is not enough. Okay, you giving them the assurance now because they're actually online, okay, listening to you. So the documentation, give us more light on the documentation, because I'm aware that it's an excised land registered survey, but I know that is not enough, because if you have an excised land, you buy from the family, you have to make further steps to buy from the government and all that. So what are your plans? I need to know, because I'm aware that you have made some step to pay allocation fee to the government, but I don't want that to come from my own mouth. You should be able to put us in the know. Thank you. So over to you, sir.
Okay, so the estate, the royal niche, is within, so let me go deep down. It's within a village, a town called Idiorobo, specifically at the Lekki.
Yes.
Now, the government approved acquisition was granted to this particular community, which we brought from.
Okay.
Now, step one, it's not just that you see a document saying, "Oh, this particular land has been excised." Based on the fact that I'm a lawyer, oh, this land has been excised, okay, fantastic, good one. Am I sure that this particular acquisition covers this particular land that I wanted to buy?
Yes.
So, and so I used to tell clients, it's good you do your search, it's good you are careful with the land you want to buy. I normally tell them every time I have opportunity to talk about documentation that you can't go as far as I will go about documentation. And I'm not too sure your lawyer that you have engaged to do documentation will go as far as needed that I'm going to go. Because before you invest your money, me too, I have invested millions of naira, and I don't want my money to go down the drain. Now, so part of first thing we do is to pick the coordinate and see whether it matches with the acquisition.
Yeah, so sorry, Mr. Dayo. Sorry, Mr. Dayo. I don't want us to go round in circles. I want us to go straight to the point. My clients are very busy people. Most of them are even going back to work. Some of them are working as I'm talking to you, because a few of them are in London, most of them are in Canada and US. So they just took break. They want to go back to work. Some of them are just, So let us hit the nail on the head. They know it's exercise because I did my search. Okay, like I said, it took me 2 months to come on board. After the excision, buying the exercise land, what is your further step of securing that place in terms of government security?
Okay, so we've taken the step further to ensure that the deed of assignment we have with the family is consented to by the government. That's step number one. Then step number two, part of ratifying the document is we have paid for the necessary government approval with the government, which shows that, okay, the family have transferred the ownership and the title to the land to us. All of these have been fully paid for. And so step further is to ensure that, okay, we perfect every remaining document in our name. Everything that needs to be done to ensure that this property is properly ensured and without any problem, without any iota of problem at all. It's not what we have done. Necessary government approval, everything has been fully paid.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. So that moves us to the third question and that last question for you, and we'll let you go to sleep and have a beautiful rest. So I want to know, yes, sir, allocation. So people who have bought or people who are ready to buy your property, okay, the royal niche at Lekki, when are we being allocated? Okay, so I have about 10 who have paid already. I have about another 4 who are ready to pay like tomorrow. When are they getting the allocation? What is your procedure for allocation? Yes, sir.
Okay, so paper allocation is immediately.
Sorry, sir. I didn't get that.
Okay, I said your documentation, your paper allocation, once you pay, is immediately.
Okay, sir. Good.
Now,
good.
Your physical is immediately. Paper allocation, stating your plot and block number is immediately. Your physical allocation comes up in June. And it's really going to be a groundbreaking ceremony. By that time, we'll be. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, in June. And by that time, we'll be doing the official launching of the estate. And we are doing that with these our first batch of people that are fully paid, and they are going to be getting the allocation that time. Yes.
Okay, so the allocation, your documentation payment elicits your allocation or guarantees your allocation.
Exactly.
Fine. Exactly. So there's something I and my client also noticed. Like I said, my clients, I don't see them as just clients, I see them as family. So sometimes some of my clients, when they are about to make payments, we sit down and discuss the FAQ. I make sure they read the FAQ before they key into any property. A lot of realtors don't do that. A lot of realtors just want to collect the money and move on and make payments. No, it's beyond that, because I'm building a network of clients who are ready to invest in Nigeria, who are ready to help. So in that regard, we're looking at the FAQ, and there was something in quote, I think 7,000 naira per square meter. You now put in brackets, subject to review. Please shed more light, because I have a question for that. Shed more light. My client actually said she's not going to sign this until I get it clarified. So subject to review, the development fee, the survey fee, the deed of assignment. Shed more light on that. Why is it subject to review?
Okay, fantastic. Good question. Now straight to the point.
Yes, sir.
At the time we launched the Royal, a liter of diesel was selling for 350 to 400 naira per liter. Now, what the relationship of that with the Royal diesel? The Royal we engage people that use diesel every day, filling, people that care and stuff like that. Now, the developmental fee is primarily was developing and putting infrastructures within that estate. The reason why it's subject to review is because of the inflation rate. Cost of bills are going higher and higher every day. And before a chip of standard we normally buy at 45,000 naira. After date, remember I said I'm just leaving this time. After date, it is 60,000 naira per day. It has gone up. Now, so let's just assume that, okay, someone that is paying on installment, we agree that, okay, the developmental fee is 1 million naira, 1.5 million naira. And it took 18 months to pay. And the cost of things has gone up. who bears difference will bear that cost. But now the thing is, the tax is for people that can, at the beginning, from the time with which they bought the land, they paid. They are not going to be affected.
Okay, so
whatever it is they paid.
Okay, so you're saying, Mr. Dayo, if I get you right, that so if my client pays for her development fee today, as at when she keyed in, when you make an increase, she will not be affected
at all.
Okay. Okay, good. So okay, that's good. I like that. All right, so that is basically all the questions we have for you. And from the extension of the promo period you gave us at Grey Gold, so anybody buying through Vivian Okiche has 2 weeks. So 1 week has gone. So we have one more week to key in. So as much as all the clients that are here listening, please, if you want to key into Royal Niche, you have 1 more week to key in. So the time to key in is now. The Royal Niche is still selling 300 square meter for 3 million naira, 500 square meter for 5.5 million naira. In the next 7 days,
so far.
Sir?
Cheapest land so far.
Oh yes, it is actually. It is actually.
Cheapest title land so far in Lekki.
You're right. So if you want to key in, the time to key in is now. If you have any question on the chat room, please ask the MD now concerning Royal Niche. I want us to be interactive. It's an interactive session. So please, in another 1 minute, type your question. Otherwise, we'll have to let the MD go to have his beautiful rest. Remember, he said he's just coming from the site. What he went there to do is for our own advantage. I want to believe that he went there to do some work that would make the delivery more effective. So if you have a question for the MD, please another 1 minute, ask your question on the chat room so that we can see. All right, so somebody is typing. I can see someone typing already. Someone is typing. Okay, so I love the question you're asking the MD. Yes, we know. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, sir. Okay, so Mr. Dayo, the question is not coming. So I like to say good night to you and thank you for coming on my YouTube live. I really do appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a blessed night, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
All right. Oh, Mr. Dayo, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, a question just came. He said, is it a buy and build land? So sorry about that, sir. Is it a buy and build land?
Yes, it's a buy and build land.
It's a buy and build land. Okay, so over to you. It says it's a buy and build land. It is actually a buy and build land. Yes, I'm one of the few realtors who like to buy anything that comes on board. So hopefully, by God's grace, I will drop my own deposit. The area is very tight now. The area is very tight now, but I will squeeze out that money and pay for my own payment plan. By God's grace, I should be able to do maybe 6 months or 1 year by the grace of God.
With the cost of things, the land is even not more going to be 8.5 to 9 million naira outside.
Oh, the price increase is 9 million naira outright.
The extension time that we gave your group. So anybody that wants to buy should just take advantage now.
Wow.
Now.
Wow. 9 million naira. Mr. Dayo, no problem. I'll call you maybe on Wednesday. Oh God, it's really tight for me with a lot of expenses coming on board for me personally. I'll see what I can do. Every property I sell, I always key into at minimum, at least, even if one plot.
I just come expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Anybody that's seriously minded, you need good return on investment. 4 million naira within a week. Buy now.
Yes, sir. You're right. You're right. Wow. Okay. So thank you, sir. I'd like to let you go now. God bless you, sir. Have a nice evening. Bye. Yeah. So that's Mr. Dayo, the MD of Royal Niche. The next person we are going to put on the call is the MD of Landmark Corporate Realty. The MD of Landmark Corporate. So if you bought any of their properties, say Lagoon Front Estate, can I see you on the chat room? Can I see somebody raise up their hand? If you bought Lagoon Front, Mr. Mark, you did buy Lagoon Front, so so say something on the chat room, okay? Let us call him right away. I hope he picks, because this is actually my work line. This is my office line. So I hope he picks. If he doesn't pick this particular line because he's not used to this line, but I sent him a message, he knows. So let's call the MD of Landmark Corporate Real Estate. It's really late here in Lagos, so if he doesn't pick, then I will try to call him twice. If he doesn't pick this call, I hope he picks. I hope he picks. We're doing this for you, for the investors, okay, for our investors. We're doing everything we're doing here on this channel is for you. It's to make sure that you get the best service, okay? It's not just sell. No, it goes beyond that for me. Oh, Lagoon front 500 square meter. Oh yes, but I'm aware. Yes, sir. So he didn't pick, but let us call him again. Okay, let's call him again, and if he doesn't pick, then I'll just take it up from there. I'll do the talk on Lagoon front. So Lagoon front is selling 300 square meter for 3 million naira, and 500 square meter 10 million, 15 million naira 500 square meter plot of commercial plot. Okay, all the lands on the land sold out. What we have is the residential and commercial selling now. Okay, I'm sure the MD has gone to bed. It's not easy. He may be tired. The minimum deposit for Lagoon front is 500,000 naira, and the price is set to increase by 5 million in the next 4 days. On the first, it will increase, and that is it. All right, so what do you need to do? Let us help you secure this investment right away. So the MD did not pick. I won't be surprised if he's sleeping. So Lagoon front is still the best seller for me, okay? And take advantage of that property today, okay? Remember, we just launched one at Queen's Garden in Sherry North. So we have houses there. We have terrace, 3-bedroom terrace selling for as low as 44 million naira, and we also have land selling for 25 million naira, 500 square meter, 15 million naira, 300 square meter. Okay, so what other thing do I need to discuss with you guys? Yes, so the advent of the industrialization around the Lekki axis of Lagos. As you all know, the Fourth Mainland Bridge, the proposed Fourth Mainland Bridge has started. Remember, then it used to be like a thing of the, just talk, or just words. Oh, Fourth Mainland Bridge, when is it going to happen? Fourth Mainland Bridge, when is it going to happen? It's happening. It's happening now. As I'm talking to you, it's happening. The work is happening. Well, what do you guys need to do? The time to invest is now. Go to VGC. Every morning there is traffic because of massive construction of the link to the Fourth Mainland Bridge. They are seriously working on it. If you're Nigerian in the diaspora that's not been to Nigeria in a long time, the next time you come to Lagos, oh my God, you'll be marveled. You'll be like, oh, I made the right decision to invest in Lagos. But the Fourth Mainland Bridge is under construction as we speak. It's not a thing of just mere say. It is happening. It's evidential. We can see it is happening. Okay, Lagos might not be moving at the pace you want it to move, but I can tell you for sure that Lagos is still the fastest growing city in Nigeria. All right, so the expansion and the dualization of the Lekki Expressway. If you check through my YouTube channel, you'll see that, a lot is going on, and we always give you updates on what is happening. In fact, I'm going to take out time to do an update of the dualization of the Lekki Expressway. Maybe interview somebody from Cambridge. Cambridge is the construction company in charge of that project. So we'll interview one of their engineers so that they can tell us what they are doing and what we need to expect. Okay, so let me use this opportunity. Kindly share this link to your loved ones. Share this link. If you haven't subscribed, do also to subscribe to our channel. Okay, if it's your first time of watching us, or you're just stumbling on our live, my name is Viano Kiche, the lead consultant here at Great Gold Investment, and what we do is to give you verified estate listings concerning lands and houses, so that whenever you are making an investment decision here in Lagos State, Nigeria, you'll be making an informed one. All right, so subscribe, share, and like. Put a comment on the chat section if you are following us. Okay, this live session was a hard thought one, because I felt we needed to carry our investors along, not just to sell, but to make them understand that Lagos is still one of the fastest growing cities in Nigeria. Okay, and investing here would never be a mistake to you. All right, so So you know the Eco Atlantic, right? A lot of us hear Eco Atlantic. You know, when it kicks off fully, that will be like it's going to make Lagos explode. Like Lagos will be the most commercialized city in the whole of West Africa. It means that because it's tax free, it will just be like the Dubai of Africa. A lot of people from Congo, from Sierra Leone, from South Africa, they will be coming to Lagos to buy. I'm telling you. So if you know Eco Atlantic very well, you know we have a listing. It's called the Ackland Tower. The Ackland Tower in Eco Atlantic. If you want to buy highbrow real estate listings, we have a video in respect to that on our YouTube channel. So go down below to check for the update. We'll be visiting the Ackland Tower sometime this week, and we'll be giving you the update on the Ackland Tower. I think the last time we were there, they were on their 5th floor, but as we speak, they are on their 18th floor. Yes, it's a 20-floor story building, and it's facing the Eco-Atlantic Ocean, right? So yeah, so the second international airport proposed. A lot of you have been asking, when is this airport going to kick off? When is it going to kick off? Just so you know, the airport has started, but you didn't hear it from my mouth. They've started. If you go to Lagoon front, if you fly your drone, use the aerial view, you see that there's work going on inside the bush. So most times when they start that kind of massive project, they start the development from inside before they bring it outside. All right, so they don't want to disrupt the road network or whatever. So the work has actually started. Anytime you go there, you hear tractors, hear falling of trees. Lagos is working. So if you're Nigerian in the diaspora who invested in Lagos, I want you to know that Lagos is working. All right, so I think that is basically all that we need to talk about. It's quite unfortunate that the MD of Landmark did not pick. Maybe I should try him for the 3rd time. Oh my God, I don't want this man to be angry. He might be sleeping. I needed him to come on live to talk to us, but he seems not to be available. I'll try for the last time and we'll call it a day. All right, so if you have any question you want to ask on any of your investment, please let us ask now. Any questions, let us ask now. We need this interactive session to happen really fast. If you have any questions, let's ask now. Okay, the MD is not picking. He's definitely asleep. This is almost 12 midnight here in Lagos, Nigeria. We actually picked this particular time so that to favor more of the people in the diaspora, because we know we have a lot of them on our clientele list. So having said that, I'd like to call it a night, and I'd like to say thank you for coming on my YouTube channel for this live. Remember I said there's going to be a lot of goodies. So for every client who came on live, okay, we have a discount for you. All right, depending on the property you want to buy. Not all property have discount on this offer. All right, so what you need to do is to chat me, pick up your phone, call my number, or chat me on WhatsApp and tell me I was on live. So what you need to do is to screen grab your name as it was on live, but I can actually get that statistics from Google, from YouTube, and know if you were on live. All you need to do is to tell me your YouTube name, and we'll check for me to give you that discount. Not all properties are on discount, okay? The only property on discount is actually the Royal Niche. I'm not going to mention the discount here, but once you chat me and indicate your interest, I will tell you how much discount you will get. Yes, that's the logic behind it. I'm an again now, so that's the logic behind it. So what do you need to do? Pick up your phone, send me a message on WhatsApp, send me a DM. Let me help close this deal for you today. We have 4 days to the price increase of Royal. You said Vivian. Yes, so we have 4 days for the price increase of Lagoon front. With a minimum deposit of 500 naira, you can key into Lagoon front. A lot of clients will say they don't want to drop 500,000, they want to drop the full money, they want the debt to remove from their bit. So what was the word mommy used? Say, I want me the money come up from my hands. She talk, you know, she said that thing really made me laugh. Okay, oh, thank you, Mr. Mark, thank you so much. So a lot of clients always say that they don't even want to drop the 500,000, they just want to pay off once. So if you have the money to pay off once for your land in Lagoon front, yes, please do go ahead, okay? And the earlier you pay your documentation, the more the higher tendency for you to get allocated earlier. All right, so for clients who have finished paying their documentation, we have their list of our clients. There are over 36 of them who have paid their documentation. So on allocation day, whether you're in Nigeria or not, Vivian and her crew will receive your allocation for you. But if you have somebody in Nigeria that can come and represent you for the allocation, please warm up for your allocation in Lagoon front. Okay, so that's